And then, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna go in the studio and make a theme song for us, bro. Until we get the credits from the right people with Upthescore Podcast.
Hey, man.
CJ, we gotta get some studio time. I'm one of your hosts, Steph and Steph on everything on IG. Well, Steph and Steph TV on Instagram, but everything else, Steph and Steph, man.
Yeah,
I'm one of your hosts, man. I'm here. We here. About to get it in. Dog, this is a dope show, bro.
Dope show. We ready to get into it, but people gotta know who I am.
Tell them, man. Tell them who he is, boy.
They call me _Coach Smith _ on IG. You can call me Coach Smith for those who don't know, for sure. So let's ride, bro. Let's get it, man.
I'm gonna just throw this out there because we do what we do. I just was looking at you now. You look like a Michael Jordan with a beard, bro.
Oh,
you look like Michael Jordan with a beard and glasses. That's a compliment because I think he got a lot of money. That brother got a lot of money.
Oh, you got one off early, did you?
I had to because I watched the other episode. I watched. Yeah, I did.
I know. I'm up one. I know. I'm up.
You up like 3, bro. I actually watched. I'm like,
I had to up the score, bro.
He got me on episode 2. That was a good one. You got me good though.
Hey, listen. We're gonna be. Look, I had one I was about to shoot off, but for time restraint, bro, we're gonna keep it where it said. I had to get yours off, bro.
I had to, bro.
So what you do this weekend, bro? This past weekend, man? What you other people?
Yo, actually, what
was you doing, man?
Well, we did a lot. I did a lot of stuff. We did a lot of stuff this weekend. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest things we did was we went to a camp, brother.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we
went
to
a camp. What type of camp we go to, man?
We went to a football camp.
Okay, football.
A football camp.
Yep.
You want to talk about the one I went to or the one we went to?
Let's talk about the one that we went to.
All right, at West Bloomfield.
At West Bloomfield, at West Bloomy. Yeah.
The Michigan recruit.
Man, Ty, it was a couple of them out there.
Actually, it was a couple of them out there.
It was a couple of them out there, but the main one,
Samaj
J, man, yeah, Samaj Morgan. Shout out to Samaj J Morgan Foundation, by the way. Great people, man. You're gonna be hearing a lot about them here soon.
Yeah.
Get into the camp, man.
Okay, so
what you see, man?
All right, I've been to a number of camps, and I was just looking at, like, I'm the type of person, I know the camp is gonna be phenomenal, but when I arrived at West Bloomfield, they had vendors lined up. I didn't count, but it was
quite a bit.
It was quite a bit of vendors, and it was just I saw vendors. I've seen vendors at football camps before, but it just seemed like it was a extra add.
A whole lot more. It was more like a community festival.
Oh man! So
it was a Juneteenth. It was actually a celebration. It was Juneteenth celebration.
It definitely was. Yeah. So get to the camp. I see everybody there. I'm talking about, it was over 300 kids.
Yeah, it was.
Over 300 kids.
Easily, yeah.
Easy. And, man, I'm talking about, this was one of the, probably, 2023, one of the best camps I've been to thus far, and it was his first camp.
Yeah.
I love that because, first of all, you got a freshman in college, then already through a camp. Usually you see.
Wait a minute, is he a freshman? Actually, he is. He was an early enrollee too.
Yes.
That's right. He just graduated high school last week.
Yeah, and already giving back to the community.
Already, man.
Where do we usually see camps start to initiate? Usually, guys
after the first year
in pros. Yeah. No, you usually see when I'm thinking about those NFL guys, they usually And I ain't no knock on any of my NFL greats who do camps, but it's usually when they get in the pros, they be like, "Yep, camp it out." But this young man is a freshman at U of M, and already giving back to the community by putting the camp on, and it was successful. 300 kids.
Yeah, man, it was nice when I first pulled up, like you said, with the vendors and them celebrating the Juneteenth celebration. Just to see the community out there. Then, like, before you even get to the field, you had to go through the event, you know what I'm saying, which was a great idea to make you like, I'm lot walking. I was like, man, I need that necklace, man. I need it.
I did
you know
too.
What I'm saying? I said, man, I got to get to the field. To the field. But, once that energy, once you walk in, so you feel the energy of the kids running around having fun, the coaches engaged with the kids, the foundation, everybody that's a part of the foundation, handing out football cleats. They had T-shirts. shout out to the other, the potato chip company. We ain't gonna say your name just yet. Just holler at me.
They hot though. They hot. I know they hot
though, man. I seen them all day Saturday.
I saw them at 2 events. I ain't gonna lie. They moving.
I saw them. They moving, bro. I can't wait.
We gonna holler at them. No, they gonna holler at us.
They gonna spin the block for sure. But definitely, just seeing like how it takes a community to make something like this happen. And like you said, he just graduated high school. What do you think he should be doing? Rather be doing on a Saturday. Actually, Saturday was beautiful.
Yeah,
so he could have been,
doing
on the river walk. Could have been doing some other things.
And
Juneteenth, man, could have been on the 2, man. You know what I'm saying? He could have been doing so many other things, but he's out there giving back to the kids, man.
It's the parents.
I think the parents. Definitely. Shout out to his pops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Mr. Senior, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, absolutely, man.
And I'm gonna tell you, one of the highlights for me was, again, I had to think back to all the camps I've been to, and I might be wrong, but that was the first time I seen a football camp and they had a 7-on-7 tournament at the end. Or it was 7-on-7 action.
Well, they had a flag. Yeah, they had a flag. They split the field up and they have flag games going on.
I was like, very smart.
But I love that because it got all the kids involved. It didn't exclude the linemen. You know what I'm saying? It didn't exclude, the skill players that's not so skilled to get off, like as you see in other camps. So they actually brought all the kids together, split them up in teams, and they ran flag football, man.
Definitely had the assist in the building, man. The assist, big shout out to assist. They did.
Shout out to the assist, man.
Backboned it, baby.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm really happy that we collaborated with them because of all the resources that they provide, man. We seen them out there that day. Yeah, we really did. But that 7-on-7 joint was, I'm talking about, it was off the hook. Now we met some people, bro. We met some people out there today. The sponsors. Oh wait, no.
Before we get there, we got a couple more things, man. We got.
Okay.
I know you got excited, bro. You got excited because.
I'm still there. I'm still there. I'm still there,
right, man. Well, let's ride and let's go.
I'm still there.
Let's go
because I know that one of the guys I met him, and I'm talking about this. He was the leading. He held the leading rusher for U of M.
Great point, bro.
He was the leading rusher for U of M. I cannot
man.
remember his name.
Oh, man.
I cannot.
Don't listen.
But I do know that when I shook his hand, I had to put my wings up because I don't know what he doing. I don't know what he doing, bro, but I say, what's up? He say, I said, oh, what's up, man? Dang, you strong, man. You ain't playing football no more, bro. What's the? But yeah,
give it back to the kids. That's what it's doing.
To see that support from that level and know that he is very heavily involved with the sports up at U of M. To see him come down and support Samaje Morgan lets you know that this young man's mind is in the right place.
Absolutely.
Like seriously, absolutely. I was like, wow,
it starts at the top with the parents, man. That's how it is.
For sure, man.
It. So speaking of U of M, what else did you go at?
Well, I went to so do we want to talk about Say or we wait till the end?
Let's do that till the end.
Okay,
let's do it after these two that we're going to discuss.
All right, well, cool. So since we're talking about U of M, we're talking about Samaje, we're talking about the great place to talk about it. So yesterday, man, I went up to U of M with Harper Woods High School. My son, Stephon Buford Jr.
To the Pioneers.
Stephon Buford Jr., that's my son, and Tyler Buford, both of them on the team. So we went up there, and it wasn't only just Harper Woods up there. You had Belleville.
Okay.
Orchard Lake St. Mary's, Muskegon. You had Stevenson.
Okay.
You had let's see who else. You had a number of the top teams there at U of M yesterday, man. And I'm talking about these fellas was putting on a show,
man.
And it was. We culminating the 7-on-7 season. I ain't gonna lie, I'm happy. I'm ready to hear it. I'm ready. I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready for that.
I'm ready to hear it, bro.
The way it tells you the way they was performing yesterday that they've been through the 7-on-7 season and they ready too because they was everything was tempo. Everything was
as it should, man.
Yeah, it wasn't no waiting
Tempo's
around.
about to change, man.
Yeah, so they
soon as that calendar hits July, man.
Oh man,
crack it, man,
for real. And then we had Bryce Underwood was there. Number one.
Okay.
5-star athlete was there, and he plays for Belleville.
Okay.
And when I first got there, bro, I'm like, okay, I see Harper Woods with they, sweet helmet. I see Muskegon, Orchard Lake, and then I seen some Wolverine helmets come in. I'm like, what? No. What school Wolverine has the same, or who had enough money to paint their helmets the Wolverine's color just for this event? Because somebody may have it. And I look around and I say, oh, that's Belleville. Belleville was a lot of the opportunity to wear the Michigan helmets. They left the helmets, so they they had to have helmets.
But they're like 10 minutes up the street, right?
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Okay, go ahead.
Can they run back up?
Oh, never mind. Go ahead. Proceed.
Well, okay, so
yeah,
I didn't even think about that. It is 10 minutes up. Somebody could have ran back down there and got it. Okay, but they was looking sweet and they was performing like Michigan. I'm gonna be honest. They was really running and gunning.
Yeah.
And one thing I did notice though, I'm gonna just throw it on out there.
Might as well.
Bryce didn't have on the U of M helmet. Or everybody else on Belleville did, but Bryce didn't.
Well, if anybody knows that answer, please write in the comments, email us, let us know why.
And I'm just gonna pose words of thought because this is serious when it comes to understanding branding and marketing and those things because I feel like that was a very educated decision based on the opportunities that are presenting themselves to that young man.
Yeah, like I said, but we don't know.
I'm just giving my observation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm giving my observation.
Maybe he didn't want to get a wingworm or something, bro.
Maybe. I don't know. But that was smart. He cause hey, I'm out here, baby. I'm a free
agent.
I'm free.
I'm free.
I could potentially bless this soul with my presence. Now I'm not saying that.
Oh man.
But I'm just gonna not have him. I'm the quarterback. What?
You know what I'm gonna do anyways? I'm gonna ask him next week at the Sound on Somebody 707.
Oh, there we go. Because we will be there. Because we will be there.
Ask him, speaking of Sound on Somebody, man.
Yeah.
They had the last Youth 707 event that was out there with Falconda.
Okay.
But the Big Man Challenge was it was all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that. It was all right.
Oh, you supposed to have been like, it was all okay. What was? Where's the reserve,
organization? Bro? The organization of the Lineman Challenge. I love that they had the kids mixed up in the groups, going through with different agilities, different drills.
Okay,
all that stuff. I love that part. But once it came time to the one-on-ones, it was a lot of uneducated decisions being made when it came to one-on-ones. It got out of technical stuff and became more of a macho muscle man competition, as all big man competitions and challenges are.
How about to
don't
say,
get to it. Don't get
that's
don't
where
get
it go down
no,
at, bro.
That's where it go down at.
In the trenches, trench life. Come on, man.
However, if you was there,
okay, I was
not. You'd be like, and there was a lot of parents that was like, you know what I'm saying? But thing is, overall, great event.
I wanted to be there though.
It's more so the educational side of coaches understanding how to do certain drills and stuff. But other than that, great turnout, great event.
So speaking of that though, speaking of us being able to optimize our visuals, we pregame, and I'm excited because we learning how to use all of our tools to our best advantage. So I'm excited because now that we're at events, we'll start going live from our Instagram page, and then we can still be guests on each other's lives.
Absolutely, man.
So we can be at 2-3 events at one time.
Absolutely.
And still gather footage to bring it right on back around to the podcast.
We might add a guest, add one of our listeners in on the live. You know,
why not? I mean, I'm gonna definitely be doing interviews.
Why not?
I'm gonna definitely. So, but you're saying the big man overall was a success.
It was a success. Like the tug of war was probably the highlight of the challenge. The tug of war event was very nice. I did see a group of 12Us beat a group of 14U. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you look into other groups to get that.
You know, I'm gonna do my research on that.
Do your research. You're gonna come back and.
But I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times that 12 and 14, you see better footwork a lot of times with the 12. I'm talking about linemen, and then when they get 14. They
want to do what they want to do.
I don't know what happens. Like 12, 13.
It gets embarrassing when you get beat by the defending national champ. Oh, dang, I done spilled the beans.
Well, it happens.
It happens. But anyways, man, let's move on, bro.
So I'll say this. So since we're talking about footwork, I had a client who, I'm a barber. So one of my clients, man, he's in the sports world, or he was definitely a big figure in the sports world back in his high school days, and now he's still even being talked about. And he was one of the basketball All-Americans from Detroit, Michigan. His name is Brandon Cotton.
Brandon Cotton.
Yes, I'm his barber. So I've been cutting his hair for a couple of years now, and I've known him. I always known who he was.
So we gonna cut yours off? I'm sorry, I had to get.
I'm not
had
cutting
to get that off. I'm sorry, I had to get that off.
I know. Look, you know, I'll be saving my little my toupee. I'll be saving it, man.
My man, Mr. Brandon Cotton, had a. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. You ask me all the time. I'm like, bro.
I had to, bro, because listen, bro, when this becomes a short, you know what I'm saying, we're going to tag his name to that and just going to hit.
It was there. It was there. And to answer the question,
yes.
I'm undecided. I'm holding on.
Bro. Come on, my bad. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. I just got distracted by that.
Cool.
That shiny spot. Go ahead.
But Brandon has a head full of hair that I line up, and I'm happy about it. But he did he's actually, his name been coming up in a lot of, historical facts about basketball in Detroit, AAU, and that whole thing. We talked about that, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But he did an interview, and he was able to shed some light on his history of basketball and his journey to the collegiate level and how, it transitioned into where he is today. Mm-hmm. And it was a phenomenal interview. And I asked him, I say, well, there was some stuff on there that I wanted to ask that I know. I mean, I thought they were going to ask on the show. So he's like, man, well, I'll do an interview with you on your podcast. I said, by all means. But I'll give you his background again. So Brandon Cotton played for DePorres High School, and I don't know how many years they won a championship, but I know he won 2 of the 4 years.
See, you don't need a lot of money to win championships.
Yeah. So and he first was recruited to Michigan State, then he transferred to UAD where he graduated from, and he was an All-American for in his years coming out of high school. So phenomenal athlete. And he played one of the other things. He played for one of the best AAU teams at that time when he was on AAU, called the All-Stars.
Okay.
Now, if anybody know who the All-Stars is, they was loaded. And we gonna dive into the AAU circuit on Upthescore.
Absolutely. It's only right.
Yeah, it's only right. So, and we ain't gonna mention all that. It's a lot of AAU teams.
Yeah.
Out here.
So with me being new to the area and everything, and the second session of AAU about to kick off here in a couple weeks, like I think only team that I can think of top of my head that I know of that I've heard was the Family, and Reach. Right?
Reach. Two notables.
Two notables. But there's a whole lot of other teams though that have great athletes on it, like
for sure.
That I can't wait to check out and see.
For sure, and it was another team. I don't know where they at now, but I believe they're still active. But their names was the Bulldogs.
Okay.
When you talk about AAU, for a minute they was like dishing them out. I'm talking about they had the quality. I think they still have the same program, but it definitely was live and vibrant program. But AAU basketball is still pumping, and it hasn't went nowhere. And I know that's one of the things that we focused on, being able to make sure that not only we highlight it, but we really dive into what's really going on that youth circuit. Because again, a lot of these kids is getting offers and all that stuff now, like 14, 15.
You know, just like my boy Dakota, you know what I'm saying? 8th grader. You know what I'm saying? He already got 4 offers right now. He ain't touched a lick of high school field.
What high school he going to?
He's going to Harper Woods. You
know it.
But at the same time, there's other kids out there that, I know there's a couple of kids at Cass Tech that, they're 8th graders. Well, actually, they freshmen. They got offers, whatever. But at the same time, these youth circuits, national circuits, it's very important to know some of these families, because this is the only way out. So of course, I'm gonna pay all this money for my kid to travel the world to play basketball and play football, play tennis or whatever. And here's the outcome of it. You know what I'm saying? Get you a full ride, man.
Right, and that comes from the support. Absolutely. That comes from the support, and I want to balance this scenario. I got to balance this family dynamic of who supports who, and we could put a poll up about it, because as long as I've been the father, I've been at all of everything. I'm being honest, and this is what I was looking for. Like when I was on the youth side of it, I was looking for it to be dominated by a lot of mothers, right?
Yeah.
And I did see a lot of mothers, but I promise you, I seen just as many fathers, man.
Exactly. And that's the thing, like, especially on that day that was celebrated for a quick hot second, Father's Day.
And why was it only celebrated for a second, sir? We couldn't even get no linger over to the next day. Why? Because we got Juneteenth coming right after it. I promise. At 12 o'clock. I looked on social media.
They was so quick to switch it, wasn't it?
I said, well, I guess the Father's Day is over.
But, man, it's over with. Like,
it was fun while it lasted for the 24 hours.
Then, like I said, that's another thing. Like, back to your point, like we see a lot of. You will think that you will see a lot of moms involved, but no, truthfully, there's a lot of dads.
You do see a lot of moms.
You do see a lot of moms. Don't get twisted.
Just as many dads. Just as many dads,
and they're there. They're getting them Gatorades. They, giving them pep talks. They doing this, but also there's some dads out there just in the way. And also just living through their their life through their kid. And man, your glory days is up with, man. Let it go.
Right, I do commend the fathers. I just want to know.
Fathers.
I honestly want to know who scheduled back-to-back holidays to throw our love off. That's all I want to know. Why you go Father's Day and then immediately Juneteenth? Why you couldn't put Father's Day? You know what I'm saying?
Duh. So who did that? So what is your idea of a whole day that's dedicated to you as a father? What? How do you envision that?
I'll say actually
PG version.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest. This Father's Day was quite delightful. I'm not even gonna lie to you, and I was literally able to not have to take the kids nowhere. They found rides
till 12 o'clock.
Yeah. Oh yes. I had to go. Yeah. But no. So big shout out to my children, Gabby, Tyler, and Stefan. Sure. They sent me some holiday email e-cards or whatever the case. It was real creative. And my middle son, he gave me $30. That $30 was like, thank you, son. Thank you, son.
$30 that you owe me, son. I appreciate
Chris Neway or Chris Jr. Neway.
All those lifts, all those couple dollars, get a hot dog. Hey, Dad, can you bring me some McDonald's real quick for this game?
All that. So you got that. My daughter, she is with mom, and my son, he's like, what, Dad? My oldest son, I'm gonna go. You just have to take the day to yourself, man. Just relax. And
take the day to yourself.
I'm not even gonna ask you to take me nowhere.
Can I get that on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
He said, I'm not even gonna ask you to take me nowhere.
Oh man!
But I do need a lift. I said,
so that's another $20.
Okay. So I took the 20 from Tyler and said, "Where you going, son? Where you
Happy
going?"
Father's Day.
Then while I reach around at 12 o'clock, 12:30, when Tyler got his ride over to where he said, "Dad, I need a ride home."
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. I need a ride home. I look at Cash App. I'm gonna move on. I just had to vent a little bit as a father for Father's Day.
I asked you the question, you answered it. Go ahead, man.
I look at my lift. Yeah. I said, okay, I had 30. I forgot that I had to send the 20 with the other one.
Yeah.
Said, son, you're gonna have to stay over there till tomorrow, cause I don't have it on there, son, and I'm not getting up. You told me I didn't have to come get you, and I'm not. Yeah, he's like, "You right, Dad. You right. You're gonna come get me tomorrow, right?" Yes, yes, son. So Father's Day was a success for me because I did not have to leave the house, and because I'm a barber, I had a couple clients come and get their haircut.
That's what's up. They came. That's what's up. Yeah, well, happy Father's Day to
Happy Father's Day to you too, man. It's Father's Day is every day to me.
It's every day to me too, man. Like I said, me and my boy, I just took him to the park. You know, I only got a 2.5-year-old, so.
Oh, you had the beautiful time. You want to trade like till
new?
My daughter's 18, and then we can trade back.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. Okay. Listen, by the time he get that age, dog, he gonna have his own everything. More, man? Huh? No, I don't want to.
You don't.
I don't. I don't know what I want, bro.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna leave it there.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like
you just enjoying the two.
I'm enjoying the two. Okay. I'm enjoying it.
Cause that's a lot in itself, brother. Especially for the first one. That's enough. Listen, trust me.
People ask all the time, "Y'all gonna have another one?"
So this,
but yeah, I went to a concert. You know what I'm saying? I had a good evening. You know, I enjoyed and just enjoyed my beautiful day. You know, I played Madden. You know, played a little bit of little video games. Yeah. You know, try to get into the scene. You know, but yeah.
Just chill. That was a good chill day.
Just chill day. That's all we want is peace and happiness.
So your son is almost at a recreation center, or he almost at community center age.
He's definitely almost at that age, and I can't wait to expose him to that, man.
Because that component right there helped me when I was little, being able to go up to like the youth centers and the recreation centers and that whole field, because we know sports is a big part of youth. Yeah. But then there's the other outlets, the other pieces to the daytime, especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, okay, school not in session. And I'm happy because, you got a lot of academically, you have a lot of them that don't have to go to summer school. Yeah. So that's just gray area of time before football start, or before cheer, before volleyball start, which we got to talk about Greater Metropolitan Youth Sports Volleyball. But before all of that start, during the evening hours, they have to have somewhere to where they can kind of get that extra energy off, man. Yep. So I know at Samaje's camp, we were able to network with a lot of great people.
Absolutely.
And
they look like me.
Can you please we ain't got to go into every, because we did talk to a lot of people.
But we did talk to a lot of people, but the main connect that was so organic, the relationship began so organic, was by a gentleman named Mr. Eric Reed over in Detroit, say. You know what I'm saying? I believe they're on the east side.
East side. Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Off Van Dyke. Van Dyke is 7 Mile.
And like you said, far as like the recreational centers, I grew up in the YMCA, which is already
right. It is.
You know what I'm saying? Their main mission was for us young black men. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up in the YMCA. And like for my son, I would like him to get the experience of getting those free lunches, getting in those fights, getting that random weird crush. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Getting in random stuff, and just allowing him to be a kid. And I hope that the light that you about to shine, that the one that you grew up in, that it's going to shine the light, and hopefully that brings more attention to all the other rec centers that service the youth in their communities. And I kind of want to I think that you said that you grew up in this particular one, Detroit Say, out there on the east side.
Yeah. Okay.
So I want to dive in. I want to dive in and understand just a little bit more about like what did that experience mean to you as a kid, and how did that help you develop as a young man, as a older man today? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And please enlighten those who are listening that didn't grow up in the YMCA or didn't experience in recreation. They just had to stay on the porch.
Yeah. Okay. So, Mr. Eric Reed, very phenomenal guy. I want to start out with that. And I'm definitely looking forward to us being able to collaborate with him on a community outreach side.
Absolutely.
So, and before it was Say Detroit, it was called Lipke Recreation Center.
Okay.
And the Detroit Recreation Department was a big thing back in the day. And when I was growing up, I would travel to all of the recreation centers because my mom was a national double dutch coach.
Okay.
And yeah, so I was on the double dutch team.
Okay.
I did double dutch and I was good at it too. You know what I mean? So I was able to, go around to a lot of the recreation centers doing demos and stuff like that. Just to pique the interest of other people getting into recreation. And because I was a boy, they like, oh yeah, boys do it too. Yeah, okay, cool. But the outlet for me was like it would be times where I would be at the recreation center or whatever the case, and I would come home to my my Detroit community, and I'm seeing sirens and helicopters and police everywhere, and that happened on a number of occasions, and sometimes it'll even be right there on my block, and I'm looking at where it was in close proximity, like, oh, that could have been me. So having that outlet from the recreational department, recreational side, and not only that, I was able to get into a lot of sports. Like I learned golf, tennis. I learned how to shoot pool there.
Yeah.
I learned how to, and I want to talk about that other sport that's close to ping pong. I want to talk about that as well.
Pickleball.
Yeah. That I learned how to play the old version of pickleball, so to speak. And just I learned how to swim at the recreation center. So and I didn't take none of those paths as far as being a professional at them, but there are some greats that came out of
for sure
Detroit Recreation, and now that we have this collaboration with Detroit Say, which is formerly known as Lipke, it's still a recreational department. They got so many programs like that specify for this day and age. Like I know with your e games, that's something I want you to tap on, but.
Esports. Go ahead.
Yeah, esports, and it's just so many other avenues that we're tapping into, and I'm gonna say this lastly, like when I talk with him about nutrition and health being wealth and that whole piece, they really tap into that, and they have a gardening program.
Wow,
they have a gardening program.
That's good.
So that just lets you know that we headed on the right track with. Detroit Say, Eric Reed and Mitch Album and the whole group over there on Van Dyke, man. So I'm excited about it.
I'm totally excited about that, man. So, but speaking of our partnerships and collaborations, you mentioned the volleyball. What's going on with gyms in the volleyball league, man?
So they've been doing a volleyball camp for 5 weeks over at Mumford, and I think this week I'm scheduled, or the last week I'm gonna be there. I'll be doing a couple interviews and everything, and just diving into the volleyball world because it's taking off. It's really, I believe they planning to probably do the next session because it was such a success. So that's just one of the ways again that we are seeing that people are doing great things in the community, not just with our regular football and basketball. You got volleyball camps now. You got baseball camps, and we just had Kirk on the show. So it's just so many ways. So again, big shout out to LaKenya Burks and the person who's over the volleyball is Miss Sydney, which is one of the people from Gems. But I'm gonna be there. I think it's this week or next week to do the last session with them to just celebrate and all of their accomplishments. So volleyball is taking off for Gems, and I'm excited about it for real.
I'm excited about all the sports that's popping off. Actually, all the sports that's slowly has been in light around in different regions, but slowly, our young people are taking interest in. So it's a lot, man. So, man, what we got coming up, bro?
Man,
any more dates coming up besides the 7-on-7 next week that you gonna catch us at? Anything else going on, man?
I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm really focused on just getting to the bottom of this last of 7-on-7 action
for sure.
So that it's like I love it, but then it's like. Yeah, but can he do it in pass? That's what it's kind of boiling down for me.
Exactly. Is he gonna be able to get that pass off because that lineman bringing pressure?
So yeah. I think, but we do have a lot of collaborations, a lot of things coming up as far as with Gems. We're going to be doing a whole. She got teams all over, like greater metropolitan. Like she literally got teams from Warren all the way to downriver, like teams, just different teams and stuff like that. So, we're actually gonna start our preseason interviews with a lot of the teams, and we're gonna be posting those to our page and stuff like that. So that's gonna be exciting because these teams really coming out to play for real in greater metropolitan youth sports.
Wait to strap up the pads
for real. So that's really pretty much though. It's a lot of dates that we got set up because she got a lot of teams. So we pretty much gonna be focusing in on getting that footage out there, and then with our new edition of how we gonna go live, we definitely gonna be able to catch a lot more footage of because we do a lot of stuff. I remember I called you one time. You was at a baseball event. Then you ended up at a big man tournament in the same day. I'm like,
listen, we got Move and Groove. Who else is covering youth sports, bro?
Yeah, well, it's people out there.
There's people out there. We
definitely support the cause and up the score.
Support the cause. But you should come up to score with us. It's like I always say. Just bring your chair and your plate. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just come your mess when you leave.
A lot of collaborations coming, man. Sure. So, again, videographers, if you are talented and you want to get involved with that side of what we're doing, make sure you send those clips in from all of the youth sports all of the youth sports that you do, and some of them will be featured on the show. We are definitely up in the scope. We about to be in the. Oh man, I can't.
Our surprise reaction on the shows.
Yeah.
We may do live reactions like when we there at the game.
Come on, man. We should. We might be able to pull that off next week. I don't know.
We're gonna figure something out, man.
Yeah, man. But anything you got coming up? Anything specific?
Got an esports tournament coming up with Full and Fabulous organization out of Detroit.
Okay.
July 22nd. The flyer will be out real soon. But yeah, other than that, we're gonna be popped up at random spots doing gaming tournaments. So be on the lookout on the website www.nysgnetwork.com. You can look us up on Instagram at Upthescore Pod.
Yep.
On IG.
Yep.
And as well as YouTube as well, right?
Upthescore one word podcast.
Got you.
That's yep, and that's it, man.
If you have any questions that need help navigating through anything, please reach out to us on IG.
And I guess I'll say lastly, we definitely want to leave room for our local businesses.
Absolutely.
That would like to just give some support. Or just expound on their business. So
absolutely. And this is to be the time for us to shout them out. At this point of the show, towards the end, middle, beginning.
For sure.
Flyers, on banners, on T-shirts.
I mean, we moving and grooving. We definitely moving and grooving. We got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff coming. And there's a lot of room for that sponsorship situation again. Come on,
think of.
Come on. So. You send those businesses
baby
in.
Showers.
Send those businesses in. All that.
I will keep going on and on.
Look, all of that. Oh wait, we gotta. I'm sorry. Can I rewind and just say that the concessions was off the hook at the Samaje camp?
Oh my God!
Can I go back and just say that because we always mention?
Oh my goodness!
It was chicken dogs or chicken.
I don't know. Listen, man. Samaje Morgan Foundation. Y'all reaching top 5. It's top 5. I can't wait. Y'all definitely got to get into the competition when we launch that date real soon. So definitely.
And then that was the pre. That was the chicken hot dogs was the pre. And then after the thing, they had all the
chicken
shawarmas,
the shawarmas, the
Little Caesars,
and the one chips. Holla at me.
All right, man.
We gotta get out here, man.
Oh man, I can't wait, dog. I'm ready for some more concessions. Why I have to end like that, man? Up the score, man.
We out, man.
We out, bro.